What if the worst thing that could happen already happened in your mind? What if you had already rehearsed tragedy, failure, betrayal before they ever arrived? That's not pessimism. That's premeditatio malorum, the Stoic art of expecting the worst, so you're never caught off guard by life, because fortune favors the mind that prepares. Today, we'll dive deep into why this ancient practice isn't about fear, but about freedom. Let's begin. Part 1. Understanding Premeditatio Malorum. The Latin phrase Premeditatio Malorum means the premeditation of evils. It was a practice used by the Stoics, especially Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, to mentally rehearse the worst outcomes of life: loss, pain, betrayal, death, illness, poverty, and failure. But it wasn't self-torture. It wasn't despair. It was training, a way to condition the mind. Rehearse them in your mind. Exile, torture, war, shipwreck. All the terms of our human lot should be before our eyes. Seneca. When you expect the worst, you strip its power. You refuse to be ambushed by fate. Part 2. Why expecting the worst isn't negative. In today's world, we're told to think positive, manifest good energy, and avoid negative thoughts. But the Stoics saw this as naive optimism. They knew reality is harsh. So rather than pretend bad things won't happen, they prepared to face them well. The value of Premeditatio Malorum lies in 3 truths. 1. Preparedness brings peace. When you imagine pain before it comes, it hurts less when it arrives. 2. Fear is reduced by familiarity. If you've mentally practiced suffering, it doesn't paralyze you. 3. Gratitude deepens. When you consider what could go wrong, what's right becomes more precious. Imagine waking up and asking, what if I lost my job today? What if I failed publicly? What if someone I love dies? The moment is sobering, but it changes your attention. You hug your loved ones tighter. You work more intentionally. You value life's fragility. Part 3. The Stoic Masters and their practice. Let's look at the Stoic Masters and how they use this method. He wrote letters about imagining poverty, exile, and death. He even practiced living like a poor man, eating simple food, wearing coarse clothes. Set aside a few days each month to live in poverty, asking yourself, is this the condition I so feared? He did this not because he liked suffering, but because he knew that attachment is weakness. Epictetus. A former slave, Epictetus knew firsthand how little control we have. He taught his students to expect insult, loss, and injustice so they could train their responses. When you kiss your child, say to yourself, tomorrow they may die. It's not to darken your joy, but to prepare your heart. To the untrained mind, that sounds morbid, but to the Stoic, it is liberation. Marcus Aurelius. As Emperor of Rome, Marcus faced war, betrayal, illness, and grief. Yet his meditations reveal that he mentally rehearsed loss, pain, and mortality daily. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Part 4. Applying it today. So how do we practice Premeditatio Malorum today without it becoming anxious or cynical? Here's a 4-step Stoic routine. 1. Morning reflection. Before your day begins, ask, what challenges might I face today? What if I lost a key client? What if someone insults me? What if today is my last? This prepares your mind for adversity and sharpens your actions. 2. Visualize with emotion. Don't just imagine the event, feel it. Picture the betrayal, the loss, the pain. Then picture yourself responding with virtue, calm, courageous, compassionate. You are rehearsing your highest self in the darkest moments. 3. Anchor in present gratitude. After visualizing what could be lost, turn your attention to what remains. That text from a friend, that breath in your chest, that meal on your table. Now you feel gratitude not as a concept, but as a lived truth. 4. Evening review. At night, reflect. What happened today that I didn't expect? Did I react with strength or emotion? Where did I forget my training? This builds daily awareness, so you improve without judgment. Part 5. The psychology behind the philosophy. Modern psychology now echoes what the Stoics knew 2,000 years ago. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, teaches people to expose themselves to feared thoughts, gently and gradually. Premeditatio Malorum is a Stoic form of exposure therapy. By rehearsing potential disasters, you desensitize fear, clarify values, improve resilience, strengthen identity. You become anti-fragile. You don't just survive stress, you grow stronger from it. Life doesn't break you, it builds you. Part 6, A Mind Unmoved. The end goal of Premeditatio Malorum is not detachment, it's fortified engagement. You're not disconnected from life. You're deeply in it, but unshaken by its storms. You can love deeply, but accept loss. You can hope boldly, but expect setbacks. You can lead powerfully, but hold nothing as permanent. This isn't pessimism, it's power. So expect the worst, not to live in fear, but to be fearless. Expect pain, not to suffer early, but to prepare to rise. Expect failure, not to give up, but to make your strength real. Practice Premeditatio Malorum, and you'll stop asking, why me? You'll start saying, I trained for this. Thank you for watching. If this video gave you strength or clarity, please like, share, and subscribe. Help us share ancient truth for modern lives. And remember, the worst may come, but you will already be ready.